I'm Jack Brennan, race director for Tour of the Gila. I'm coming to you today from Fort Baird, which is a third stage for our Tour of the Gila bicycle race. This is going to be the interloop stage here at Fort Baird. Since its beginning in 1987, the Tour of the Gila has become known worldwide for notoriously challenging courses. Over 5 days, athletes follow routes leading from the town's colorful streets through the region's rich history and along the edges of the nation's first designated wilderness area. Sanctioned by both global and national governing bodies of cycling, Tour of the Gila provides a rare opportunity for amateur competitive cyclists to compete alongside the pros. Throughout the years, Tour of the Gila has been sustained by the community's support. Volunteers are key to making this race possible every year. Course marshals in particular play an important role in the safety of the athletes who come from all over the world to race in southwest New Mexico. The cyclists, as well as the race organizers, are grateful to you for taking your role as a course marshal seriously. We appreciate your efforts and hope you know how essential you are in making the Tour of the Gila a safe and fun event. Thank you for giving your time to Tour of the Gila. Please do not feel intimidated by this information. We only mean to equip you to perform the volunteer position to the best of your abilities. The Tour of the Gila is grateful for your time. Enjoy being a part of our iconic stage race in southwest New Mexico.
Hi, my name is Monique. I have been a volunteer with Tour of the Gila for several years. I'm here to provide you with an overview of course marshal responsibilities and explain how to marshal effectively. The role is critical to the safety of riders, spectators, people in the race caravan, and members of the general public. A course marshal's primary job is to prevent non-race traffic from coming onto the course while riders are using it. This involves recognizing when the race is approaching and when all the riders and the motor vehicle caravan has passed. Then you will need to stop traffic, direct the flow of traffic, and communicate to civilians when they will be allowed to proceed. To carry out your responsibilities as a marshal, you will use a flag, a paddle, and your winning personality. Keep yourself safe. Wear a safety vest, make eye contact with people driving, and only move onto the roadway after you've deemed it safe. Before you set up on course, you'll need to know where to go and what you'll be doing at the intersection. Check your email for written instructions which will be specific to your assignment and which will contain a map illustrating where you need to stage. Make sure you have this information and understand it before the race. If you have any questions, reach out to the Tour of the Gila Course Marshal Coordinator. Once you know where to go, show up at the specified time and park your vehicle out of the way of the race course. While you wait for the races to pass through, be prepared. Have your tools handy and make sure to wear your vest. Keep an eye out for the approaching race. When you see a race approaching, get on your feet, start evaluating the traffic conditions, and proceed with traffic control. As a race marshal, you'll need to know about the different race formats and how to decipher the difference between the UCI and amateur races. Tour of the Gila has 5 stages raced over 5 consecutive days. One of the stages is an individual time trial, which is held on an out and back course on New Mexico Highway 90, starting and ending in Tyrone. During a time trial, riders start one at a time at defined intervals and race against the clock. The criterium, or CRIT for short, is a multi-lap race held in downtown Silver City, with riders traveling at higher speeds and navigating tight corners during the criterium. Keeping civilian traffic and spectators off the course is especially important. Most of the volunteer course marshals are needed during the road races and the criterium. At your post along the race course, identifying race traffic is key to effective marshaling. Remember, there will be multiple fields of racers passing throughout the day. Each field is preceded and followed by official motor vehicles. If you are marshaling during one of the road races, it's essential to identify the race traffic. You will be given the list of assigned racer numbers and each category so you can identify the fields and any stragglers as they pass. Official passes displayed in the front windows of cars in the caravan help you to distinguish between race traffic and civilian traffic. Passes with the large letter A are permitted to go in areas restricted to race traffic only. The men's and women's UCI race caravan cars will be marked with printed signs. Cars in the caravans surrounding amateur races will have hand-painted markings. Ahead of each race, the lead car will clear the road and alert the rest of the caravan about any obstacles. The lead car of each race field will be labeled as such. It may have lights and other markings. In the UCI races, New Mexico State Police vehicles may come either before or after the lead car and often travel between the lead car in the first group of races. New Mexico State Police will have limited interaction with the volunteers. One official who might talk with you and provide additional instruction is the motorcycle marshal. The last vehicle in each caravan will be the sag wagon, which follows the very last racer or racers in each field. In between, you'll notice cars and motorcycles carrying race officials and media members. The cyclists will be just ahead of the lead official. Riders' support vehicles will follow the main group of racers, the peloton. If there are breakaways in the UCI races, you can expect to see some team cars with the lead group. If only a small group of riders are ahead of the main official, that's likely a breakaway, and the rest of the field or the peloton is going to be coming along later. More officials and cars will likely be protecting the breakaway, but there will be some vehicles with a peloton too. Practice identifying the beginning of the race in this video. Also, watch to see whether the final race caravan vehicle passes by in this clip.
3, 2, 1, mark, upper end, advancement forward, quarter mile, brown right.
During road races especially, the race caravan can get pretty spread out. Single racers may even trickle by over the race of a relatively long period of time, so stay vigilant. Make a note when each race's SAG vehicle passes, so that you have an idea of which ones have gone by and how many more fields of racers you can expect. Refer to the materials sent to you specifically for details about your particular position. Check whether your assignment involves directing race traffic to restricted areas or the finish line. You may also be asked to divert some vehicles around a finish line or usher them into a parking lot. If your written instructions indicate you will be relieved at a set time, do not leave your post until your replacement arrives. During road races, talk to the SAG driver of the last category that is scheduled to come through. A schedule for each stage is available on the Tour of the Gila website. The SAG driver of the last category should stop at each marshal's station, pick up the flags, and let you know you are done for the day.